Both, alright.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hey there, Junkie, the winner, and Lime, the winner. Lime?
It was
Hello.
fun. It was a really good tournament.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
And Logic comes.
Hi, Logic.
Now we will.
Yeah, Logic played very well actually. I was surprised because we were melting faces during all the tournament, and then we reached the finals, and we just couldn't do the same in a couple games, but it still worked out. We had some really good communication, good teamwork, and some good vector connectors, and there we
Vector
go.
connectors, yes. Uh, some spectators, analysts, experts were saying that was your game plan. You know, go for
Yeah,
those.
yeah. It was all like going for the vector connectors all the time. It was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was actually amazing how well that worked and how long. Because I think finally in the last game, Logic and Luffy did a little bit better at stopping those. But
Yeah, but
it was too late.
yeah, we still had some strategies in uh in our sleeves, so it wasn't the end of the world. We just saw it
So the
working very well,
strategy
so
was.
we kept going with it, and we had much more
And
stuff.
definitely during the end,
Oh,
it got a bit slippery. At least I was underperforming during the end, but we still managed to somehow win.
I feel like it should have been like a 3-0 sweep in this finals, but we had this game, the one we lost. I mean, Lime's shit, so he hit the post like 20 times, and well,
It's true.
it happens.
Yeah.
And also, the saddest part about this tournament, it was in the game versus Kofti and Angry Tits. And
Double.
Lime, please.
Yeah, and I hit the post again.
Yeah, usually. As usual.
The
How
double
come
one time.
it was the saddest part of the tournament? Because Lime hit post?
Yeah.
It was, okay, so we had practiced one play. It was a backwards double meta one-timer.
Yeah, we seen this. Well, we didn't see the double one time, but we saw a lot of the backwards meta one timers.
No,
backward meta.
There was they had a 4-goal lead, and then they started to do some fancy stuff.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah, we went
fancy
to finish
stuff.
the game with that goal.
Yeah, and that fancy stuff never worked because Lime was hitting posts. Yeah, I see what you mean by that. Yeah.
But the good part was you guys never had to like actually go past the defenders. You just the one timers were all like with
I just
two
need to
defenders.
play.
They don't
Sorry.
cover the corners.
So yeah, the Rector connectors just was an overall plan. Wasn't the 100% what we're gonna do, but obviously it kept on working, so we just kept to it. And with that, we just played good defense passively throughout, and yeah,
We trusted
took
in
the
goals.
trophy again.
So one of the games I didn't see was you guys versus the NA team. Did you guys do the same strategy there?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Every game.
We did
Rector
a couple
connector.
times.
And was
And,
how did that end? Did you guys win it easy?
The first game, it was 3-2. Was kind of close. They were leading 2-0 because of miscommunication in the first goal, which is no one went in the face off to defense. So it was like a 1v. The goalie, after it faced it, was like, oh my god, what the fuck. And then the second goal, Linkin just absolutely destroyed me. And and then after that, we were like, okay, let's settle down and let's start playing like we know. And we just passed, we sniped, we scored solo goals. Yeah, everything. A little bit of everything.
To do like the slow plays, kind of, right?
Just because well, for me is that I'm not the best clicker ever. I'm not very good at going through people, so I'm gonna adapt and see what I can do to overcome that difficulty I have. So if it's like long range or like doing good passes or doing cheeky moves or rector connectors, stuff like that, good teamwork, well,
yeah,
I'm down for it.
The people that had actual strategies, those are the people that ended up in the finals. Like who has like red line.
I'm not really sure if Logic and Luffy had actual strategies. We
I
for sure we did. But Logic and Luffy, they're just two great players. Like Logic just won the 1v1 red line tournament, and Luffy barely lost to the to Tyrion, who was in the semifinals
True.
and in the final. So those are two very good players in Redline. So don't really need strategies if you're that good, you know.
How much you think this reflects actual gameplay in
What does?
2v2 Redline?
I mean,
Because I feel like it's a completely different game, but
it's a completely different game because there's just one more defender in the other team, in the 44, and there's another player you can pass to, etc.
yeah,
You can.
I have to say,
It's
1v1
much more
and 2v2 is a whole different thing.
also. That also, yeah.
Chunky, can you tell Torna Tito to say hi?
No, dude, he's not here.
Hmm.
Logic wants to come, so I don't know if you.
Why
I have
he
no
wants
problem.
to come?
I don't know, maybe
He's not
to say
winner.
something.
He's not winner.
Well,
Please.
Logic got to do a winner
Loser
interview
interview.
last week.
Interview?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have any more questions, Ring?
No, I want to congratulate Limestones in the junkyard. What song should I put as the outro song?
I mean, we are the champions, right?
All right.
I have one question, and this
Fuck
is
you
for
all. Goalies were biased.
Okay.
See, I mean, come on. I
Okay.
mean, who did
24
give him the
hour
role?
ban.
Who gave him the role? For
Logic troll.
jeez.
I had one question for you and for the stream in general. Is how many people actually rooted for us? Like, how many people thought that we were going to win again? Because I mean, this time there were like very scary teams with Tyrion. There was Joker and Iki, which I thought it could be good. Ended up being not so good, but
Yeah.
then there's Locals and Moss. I thought that they were going to do very well too. Then the
Uh,
NA guys. I mean,
yeah.
Logic.
I
There was
I actually put a lot of in predictions. Actually, who won the prediction? That's a good question. Yeah, that was a
For sure, I think I didn't.
McDougal's wins the prediction with 69 points. Wow.
Ooh,
My god.
Did he actually predict us winning the finals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my boy, Magnus.
Um,
If I would have to guess the finals beforehand, I didn't actually fill in the prediction, but it would have been this finals.
wait.
I'm pretty sure these are the best two teams. I think so. Not really anything super surprising.
Oh, it was 5th place. Well,
Chunky, check out. I also put Lime Chunky winning the tournament.
nice.
Who else?
We were actually we were surprised that there's a lot of people that predicted us to win the tournament,
Yeah.
even though there was Logic and Nuffy there.
Yeah, even though Logic won the previous Red Line 1v1.
Yeah, but,
But,
it's because
yeah.
because Lime was not there.
Yeah, exactly. I think so too. Like Lime is really good in 1v1 Red Line.
Lime
mean-
carry junkie. Is that what I'm hearing?
What?
How did you do in the 1v1 tournament, junkie?
I lost to Logic in the semifinals, I think, or quarterfinals. I don't
Carried
know.
by Lime then. That's okay.
All right, Junkie, that's your answer. Lots of people put you in the winning the tournament.
That's good. That's good.
I wouldn't say I carried him. We both had generally the same amount of goals.
I was
assists.
just kidding. You guys played really well
I didn't
together.
think
I was the director. Director.
Yeah.
Go top, go bottom, snipe, one timer.
Voice communication?
We were
Oh.
using voice.
Against
That's
the
why.
rules.
That's why we were able to do like everything so coordinated, like going back,
That makes
going
sense.
forwards, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Do you know how
Also,
it's,
when you play League and Clan ladder?
do you know what is called?
The what?
What it is called? The voice communication. It is called
Oh.
cheating.
What the fuck? Yeah,
Ooh.
sure.
Cheating, cheaters
Yes, I'm a cheater. The cheaters with
Yeah.
T.
with the T.
The cheater.
Do you guys also use voice on Clan ladder and League?
Sometimes.
Not every time.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes.
Because it makes sense. It would be like an advantage, right?
It's different
Teams
because
should do it also.
change
Yeah,
your
I
playstyle
always
a lot.
encourage using that.
Not focus if somebody's like talking to me. It's hard.
Well, yeah,
It's-
that's why in 4v4 it's different because there's so much more going on. You cannot predict everything. In 2v2, it's just you, your partner, the other team, and the goalie. It's so much more simple. You can have communications much more easily. Be right back. I'm gonna update my signature.
I guess the interview is over. What is the plans for the future, you guys? Are you playing in the season 7?
Yeah, I signed up.
Both of us. Yeah.
Awesome.
I hope I end up in a team with Lime too, but it's gonna be rough.
What if you end up in team with Snack?
With Snack.
Then
no.
never play the season. GG.
GG.
Breaking news. Some riot against.
But I have to say, the tournament was really well organised. There's quite a lot of goalies that participated, and thanks to them and TK and Swedish. It's a good tournament. I'm sad I missed the 1v1, but stuff happens.
Do you
Yeah.
think you would have won?
Yeah.
Easy?
I wouldn't say it's easy. Nah.
I feel like in 1v1, strikers have quite an advantage. What do you think?
I don't
Oh,
think it's
striker.
true because before playing the Red Line tournament, the 1v1, I usually beat Logic whenever we play the Red Line, and it kind of surprised me how well he played. He actually then he said that he had never played so good in his life, like playing versus me.
Oh, he has a
But
lot of experience in
he
1v1 red line.
played
Right?
really good versus me. I've never
Junkie.
seen him play that good, so he destroyed me.
I think
But previously, I sometimes beat him.
Logic said he would have shitted on me on a 1v1.
I think it's possible, but because I feel like it also depends a lot on the goalie. If you have a really
Oh,
good
yeah.
goalie, I think strikers have a fairly big advantage.
Yeah, I agree because I
Well,
tend to play
because-
more passively. Depends.
Yeah. And if you have really good goalies, sometimes it takes a really good striker to or be efficient on that goalie.
You need a good striker, but the striker also needs really good defense. And without defense, they're gonna lose. So,
That's true.
which is why Logic was it Tyrion beat Tyrion in the finals. I feel like Tyrion doesn't have like a as good as defense as he is his offense. That's
Definitely
probably why
true.
Logic won.
I also feel he doesn't try as hard, but it's always hard to predict that, to know
Yeah.
what people are thinking. But
Alright.
never
guys.
went to the loser bracket, right? Nope. Because the loser bracket best of one kind of sucks. Just saying. Okay.
Oh,
GG.
I mean, it's time comes